goes it now? He looks gentler than he did.
He says he will return incontinent, and have commanded me to go to bed, and bade me to dismiss you.
Dismiss me?
It was his bidding. Therefore, good Amelia, give me my nightly wearing and adieu. We must not now displease him.
I would you had never seen him.
So would not I. My love did so approve him that even his stubbornness, his checks, his frowns, really unpin me, have grace and favor in them.
I laid those sheets you bade me on the bed.
All's one. Good faith, how foolish are our minds. If I do die before thee, prithee, Amelia, shroud me in one of those same sheets.
Come, you talk.
My mother had a maid called Barbary. She was in love, and he she loved proved mad and did forsake her. She had a song of Willow. An old thing 'twas, but it expressed her fortune, and she died singing it. Tonight that song will not go from my mind. I have much to do, but to go hang my head all at one side and sing it like poor Barbary. Prithee, dispatch.
Shall I go fetch your nightgown?
No. Unpin me here. This Lodovico is a proper man.
A very handsome man.
He speaks well.
I know a lady from Venice would have walked barefoot to Palestine for a touch of his mother lip.
The poor soul sat sighing by a sycamore tree, seeing all the green willow, her hand on her bosom, her head on her knee, sing willow, willow, willow. The fresh streams ran by her and murmured her moans, sing willow, willow, willow. The salt tears fell from her and softened the stones. Lay by these. Sing willow, willow, willow. Hie thee, he'll come anon. Sing all the green willow must be my garland. Let nobody blame him, his scorn I approve. Nay, oh, that's not next. Hark, who is it that knocks?
It's the wind.
I called my love false love, but what said he then? Sing willow, willow, willow. If I could more women, you'll couch with more men. So get thee gone. Good night. My eyes do itch. Did that bode weeping?
'Tis neither here nor there.
I've heard it said so. Oh, these men. These men. Dost thou in conscience think, tell me, Amelia, that there be women do abuse their husbands in such gross kind?
There be some such, no question.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for all the world?
Why would not you?
No, by this heavenly light.
Why neither by this heavenly light. I might do it as well in the dark.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for all the world?
Why, the world is a huge thing. It is a great price for a small vice.
In troth, I think thou wouldst not.
In truth, I think I should, and undo it when I had done it. Mary, I would not do such a thing for a joint ring, nor measures of law, nor gowns, nor caps, nor petticoats, nor any petty exhibition. But for all the whole world, what's pity? Who would not make her husband a cuckold to make him a monarch? I should venture purgatory for it.
Beshrew me if I would do such a wrong for the whole world.
Why, the wrong is but a wrong in the world. And having the world for your labor, 'tis but a wrong in your own world, and you might quickly make it right.
I do not think there is any such woman.
Yes, a dozen. And as many to the advantages would store the world they played for. But I do think it is their husbands' faults, if wives do fall. Say that they slack their duties and pour our treasures into foreign laps, or else break out in peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us. Or say that they strike us, or scant our former having in despite. Why, we have galls, and though we have some grace, yet have we some revenge. Let husbands know their wives have sense like them. They see and smell and have their palates both for sweet and sour as men have. What is it that they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affection breed it? I think it doth. And is it frailty that thus errs? It is so too. And have not we affections, desires for sport, and frailty as men have? Then let them use us well. Else let them know the ills we do, their ills instruct us so.
Night. Good night. God me such uses send, not to pick bad from bad, but by bad mend.